So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Open man, it's Preston Williams.
Burrow's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The Chargers.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The Charger ball carrier.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, this from 33.
33-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now here's a carry heading left. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The Charger ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Williams. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd down at 7. Now they go play action now. Burrow finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Sharp, 17.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
18-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
A gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Another carry.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. Now the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6. Jason Sanders.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Flush to his right. The short pass caught by Henry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Again, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Eckler, the Charger.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Linval Joseph.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And now here's a carry heading left.
At the 37-yard line.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Number 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
53-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty. And now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Dancing to his left. He can run to a hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
Michael Badgley.
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
tonight.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chargers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.